Welcome to Planet MicroCap. I'm your host, Robert Kraft, and joining me today is Paul Harbidge. He's the president and CEO of Faraday Copper. It's a publicly traded company. I got two symbols for you, FDY on the CSE. And as of today, we're recording this on August 25th, CPPKF on the OTCQX. And Faraday Copper will be presenting at the upcoming Precious Metal Summit Beaver Creek, happening September 13th through 16th, 2022. For more information, please visit precioussummit.com. And with that, Paul, thank you for joining me today. How are you doing?
Thank you, Robert. Great. Look forward to talking to you.
Absolutely. So this is our first time doing an interview together talking about Faraday Copper. So can you start us off with that quick overview and history of the company?
Yeah, actually, Faraday Copper, it's a new name for the company. It was initially Copper Bank Resources, and it was set up at a time in which to bank copper assets when prices were low. And so almost a year ago, actually, I went out. I'd finished with GT Gold. We got acquired by Newmont and looking for new opportunities. And so came across Copper Bank, went and did a detailed due diligence, took a proposal to the then board, and took over management of the company. And then in April of this year, we got shareholder approval to change the name to Faraday Copper after the English scientist Michael Faraday, who invented the first electric motor. And we felt that that was a very apt name for the energy or clean energy transition that we're going into now.
I'm surprised no one actually took that before you. That's quite interesting. So what would you say makes Faraday Copper unique and different compared to some of your peers out there?
So we have two key projects. Our flagship property is Copper Creek in Arizona. So really we have a potential for a US domestic source of copper. And we've got two projects that can be at the development stage in short order and really start to fill that supply gap that you're seeing in the US and with this drive again to the clean energy transition. And also, with Copper Creek, it's one of the largest copper resources in North America that is undeveloped and in the hands of a junior.
Very good. And you mentioned at the top of your background a little bit how you were previously at GT Gold that got acquired by Newmont. Can you tell us a little bit more about your background prior to Faraday?
Yeah, and so I'm a geologist by education and an explorer by experience. I've got almost 30 years of experience, worked across the world, a long time in Africa, led the Randgold Resources team to a lot of the major discoveries in West and Central Africa. And what we're trying to do at Faraday, or our strategy, is to bring senior company mentality to the junior world. So we've got, in the space of 9 months, we've put together a full management team that have all got senior company experience. We've also brought a board, refreshed the board, and again, we've all got senior company experience. And really, it's about driving the rigor, discipline, and making our informed decisions based on empirical, technical data rather than assumptions.
Very good. All right. Well, to close us out here today, from what you can tell us, Paul, what would you say are some of the company's near-term value catalysts that people should be paying attention to moving forward?
Yeah, we've got a number of key catalysts that are coming up. We recently released a new mineral resource estimate for Copper Creek, which was a combined open pit and underground. And that's where I mentioned earlier, almost 4 billion pounds of contained copper. We've got the results from our first phase of drilling that we completed earlier this year coming out in the next few weeks. We're also, you mentioned at the beginning that we're on the CSE. We've put an application in to be listed on the TSX main board. And then I think the big milestone is the PEA on Copper Creek, which is going to be a combined open pit and underground study that we're looking at delivering in Q2 of 2023.
And Paul, with that, where can our audience go and find more information on Faraday Copper?
You can find further information on our website at www.faradaycopper.com.
Well, Paul, thank you so much for joining me today. Really do appreciate it. Good luck, stay safe, and I'll see you in Beaver Creek.
Yep. Thanks, Robert. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Again, Faraday Copper will be presenting at the upcoming Precious Metal Summit Beaver Creek, happening September 13th through 16th, 2022. For more information, please visit precioussummit.com.